One of the benefits of these tests is that they allow us to refactor our code with confidence. Refactoring means changing the structure of the code without changing its external behavior. So back to our lib.js, here's our absolute function. We have covered all the execution paths in this function. So I can change this implementation, run the tests. If all the tests pass, I will be confident that my new implementation will work. In contrast, if we didn't have any tests for this function, changing its implementation would be risky. We would have to run the application, do a few clicks here and there to get to a page where we have used this function. It's much easier to test this function with these unit tests. So I'm going to simplify this implementation. I'm going to change the first line. So if number is greater than or equal to 0, we'll return that. With this, we no longer need the last return statement. Also, we don't need this expression because if we get to this point, the number is negative, so we would convert it to positive. So here we have a different implementation. Now, let's run our tests and see what happens. So npm test. Okay, we have a failing test, and this is because of the bug that I created in our last test earlier. So if input is 0, we expect to get 0, but I changed this to 1. So back to our test file. Let's fix this issue. Now, let's run the tests again. So npm test. Beautiful, we have 3 passing tests. Also, note that because we have grouped our tests, now we have this hierarchy in the output. So we have absolute, and under that we have these tests. Now let's change the implementation of our absolute function one more time. This time I'm going to use the ternary operator. So we're going to return, here we add a conditional statement. So if number is greater than or equal to 0, we will return number. Otherwise, we'll return minus number. So we can implement this function with only one line. Now let's remove this unnecessary code and run our test one more time. So npm test. All tests are passing. Beautiful. So you can see unit tests help you refactor your code with confidence.